Hey everybody, it's Amanda. Welcome back to the channel, Tap Mama and the Beg Brigade. This evening I wanted to kind of go over with a few things. Recent yarn purchases. I have been on a yarn buying diet. And so, as any diet, you buy in spurts. You eat on a diet, you eat in spurts, I guess. I don't know. But, so I've been buying here and there, but not very much at a time. So a couple of weeks ago, I bought a little bit from Hobby Lobby and a little bit from Joann's to do a couple of gifts for Christmas. So from Joann's, I bought two of these beautiful varsity yellow big twist. This is just the value yarn. And of course, any of you that have used the value yarn, you know it's super squish. And for the project I'm using it for, I finished the project, but because I had two of these, I now only have this one and a partial one. But because a hat and a scarf, it's super squish and it went beautifully. I don't want to show it to you because I still got to mail the gift. And anyway, I mixed it with this beautiful, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. And this I got because it reminded me some of the hand-dyed yarns that I see, only in a skein. And this is called Bloomopolis. I guess kind of like Metropolis, only Bloomopolis. Anyway, I didn't care what they called it. It's very, very squish, very like ridiculously soft. But I mixed these two colors together because I loom knit. I don't crochet like a lot of you wonderful people. I don't have that talent, but I can loom knit like nobody's business. So I loom knit these strand of each of these together and did a beautiful hat and a scarf for my BFF, and I can't wait to send that off to her. And then I got, because of the skein of this that I got in some Happy Mail that I made this hat out of, I went and got some more of this. I love this yarn, and it's called Moody Mosaic, and Lord, it's gorgeous. And so this will be her hubby, her partner's gift will be made out of this. And I think the best way to do this one, I'm going to mix this with a light gray in the big twist that I have. I think that would look very nice. I have a light gray that this will go perfect with, and it will make it pop, because there's all different colors in here. There's greens, there's turquoise, there's purple, and light gray in here. And it's a very variegated colors and everything, and I think the light gray color will definitely make it pop, very much so. So those are those two, and then I bought these a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. And last week Ollie's was having a sale on the 11th. I didn't get to go until several days later because I just didn't have the funds. But when I did have them, I managed to go, and I found one of these. And this was $3.99. They normally run $9.99, as you know. And this is, let me see the color. Where is it? Lily Pad. And 595 yards of lily pad. And it's very colorful. And I tell you what, they couldn't have come up with a more appropriate name if they tried, because it's very beautiful and it's very, very soft. For some reason, just like with Red Heart Super Saver, with Karen Jumbo, their striped yarn tend to be much softer than their solid color yarn. I don't understand why, but that is the case. If you get Super Saver solid color and you put it next to a Super Saver striped color, the striped color is going to be softer every time. I don't know why, but it's definitely how it is. And they also had this Red Heart Soft Essentials. And this is just gray. Greyhound is the color. And let's see how many. This is 131 yards. And this was $2.50. And I got 4 of these. And this has a little bit of a sheen to it. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't usually buy shiny yarn. I'm not a big fan of shiny yarn, but this was really pretty to me. And I figured I could mix it with something maybe. It's supposed to be a 5 bulky weight, but it's kind of a thin 5 if you ask me. That's a thin 5 to me. But I don't know. I might mix it with something bright like pink. I'm thinking of mixing it with a big twist pink. I have quite a bit of different pink, but or I don't know. I have all kinds of stuff that I can mix it with, but I could just do it by itself. But I don't do plain. I don't do much plain stuff, so I got to have pizzazz in my stuff. I don't do plain very well. And I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm sure y'all do. But it's been all over Crystal Bag of Days channel. These Karen anniversary cakes. I never really knew much about them until this year, because this is my first year really being into yarn and stuff. I just started in like January, February doing loom knitting and yarn collecting. And this is from Michael's. I got this little bag for $3. I think it was like $3. Yeah, $3 for this little bag. I figured it's a nice little notion pouch or makeup bag or just whatever I decided to put in it. But last Saturday was the last day that Michael's had the anniversary cakes that normally run $34.99. They had them marked down to $19.99. And I just happened to have had an extra little bit of money. Plenty of food in the house. Bills are all paid. Got gas in my car. And I just, so I took myself down to Michael's. They had the riding cart in the front of the store, so I was able to do that and not kill myself trying to walk to the back of the store where the yarn is. And I got one of these anniversary cakes. And these are my colors right here. Turquoise and blue. I love turquoise and blue. I like other colors too, but these are pretty much my favorite colors. I like pinks and purples too, but turquoise and blue was my thing. And this is called Scuba Splash. And that is gorgeous. And it's a bulky, I think it's supposed to be a 6. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 6. And it's squish. Don't ask me what I plan to make with it, because I really have no clue at this time what I'm going to make with this. I just knew that I didn't want to miss the opportunity to get it for $20. I just didn't want to miss that opportunity. But it's bigger than my head. It's 1,000 and some odd. It's 1,000 grams, 35.3 ounces. And 1,061 yards. Yeah, a lot. It's a lot. And then they have this center pull thing ready to go for you. How awesome is that? I'm going to have to put it back in my room, because my oldest son doesn't have too big a problem with me buying regular yarn. As long as it's kind of spaced out and he don't see big bunches of it coming in the house. But I don't know how he'd feel about that one. Because he shook his head when he saw the video of when he's come in and saw me watching the video of Crystal showing them off. So, yeah, he wasn't too keen on that. I'm trying to, I don't have enough light in here to see if this is, yeah, this is the right side. And this is a neck warmer I made when I was trying out the owlet stitch, like I told y'all about the other day. And I got it right finally. And I did this I don't know if y'all can really see. I don't know if there's enough light in here. I didn't turn on the light. I don't have it plugged on in, but of course, there's a big dust bunny there. I live on a dirt road. But anyway, this stitches, oh yeah, you can see. Yeah, the stitches come out really good on this one. Even though this is just Red Heart Super Saver yarn. Just their blue, navy blue, I think is what it is. But I wanted to test and see if I had finally nailed this stitch, this outlet stitch, because before I'd kind of, you know, not did so well with it. But I finally nailed it. And my son looked at it and he said, Mama, that looks like regular crochet. And I said, it does, don't it? So yeah, it turned out real well. So I just made a little neck warmer out of it, or cowl, whatever you want to call it. And then I got full of myself and decided to try to make a hat with the same stitch. Okay. In theory, it looks cute, right? It's got a cute little swirl pattern. It doesn't look anywhere near this. You would never know that this and this is the same stitch. You'd never, in your mind, you would never think that's the same stitch. But working it in the round, this is what you get. It does it kind of in a swirl look. But it's meant to be flat knitted. It's meant to be flat. It's meant to be a flat stitch, because you don't have to block anything with it. You don't have to, I'll never have to worry about blocking this. It just completely comes out flat. No curls whatsoever. Just like a garter stitch. It just comes out flat like that. But then when you put it on your head, it is awful. It's terrible. I wanted to show y'all this so that y'all know that even on a loom, you can get it wrong. So wrong. If I had made it shorter and not so big at the top, it might have came out better. But I kept eyeballing it going, no, just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. And I spent hours and hours on this thing just to have it turn out that way. So there you have it. And I do have a whip I'm going to show you. And this is what's going to go with this hat here. So this is the American yarn, Red Heart yarn. It's called American, and the Red Heart stripes yarn is called it's American. So I'm doing a scarf to go with it, and this is what we got so far. And this is the outlet stitch. So this is the right side, but you see how pretty that's coming out? It's coming out gorgeous. It's just, it's really good. It's really good. It's a nice little stitch, and it's coming out really nice. I'll probably have that done later tonight, because it goes really quick once you get in the hang of it. Well, come on, buddy. I don't know if y'all ever get a chance to see him, but this is Axel. Say hi, Axel. This is the lovely Axel. This is number 2 out of our bag brigade. And let me tell you, this is the cutest little bag brigade you'll ever meet in your life. The bag brigade consists of Axel and Theodore. And Theodore's over there. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. No, get up here. Get up here. Come on, Theodore. No, get down, Axel. Get down. Well, they don't always cooperate. But I'll try to have Theo up here next time. But they're my babies anyway. They sleep with me. They're always by my side. And every time I open a bag of cheese puffs, oh, I'm so glad to be feeling back to myself. I tell you what, we went over to my friend Becky's yesterday for Thanksgiving, and she had some of her family there, and she had a couple little boys, her cousin's little boys, And they were some of the sweetest little boys. I never met them before in my life, but the little one, on his way out of the door, they were getting ready to go home. He turns around and comes and just gives me the sweetest hug. And I'll tell you, there's nothing in this world sweeter than a little boy hug. And he don't know me. He didn't, first time ever meeting me. And he just threw his sweet little arms around me, about 8 years old, and give me the sweetest hug. And I tell you, it sent me right down memory lane, remembering when mine were that little and give me the sweetest hugs. Of course, mine are 22 and 29 now. And they still give good hugs, but not sweet little boy hugs anymore. But Axel is the sweet boy right now. How do y'all see his sweet, soulful eyes? He's getting on up there. He's probably, we don't really know how old Axel is because he's a rescue. And he was rescued from the person we got him from. And his, he's been through it. He's really been through it. And he's just really chill. He only gets really excited if somebody knocks on the door and he don't know who it is. And then he'll actually really go into protective mode. But other than that, just chill, just a sweet little couch potato. I tell you what, he's a dream dog. He really is. And he'll sit when you tell him to sit. He'll go lay down when you tell him to go lay down. And then there's Theo. Theo's a pit bull mix. And Theo runs the show. Because I've had him much longer. We've had Axel about 2.5 years. About 2.5 years, almost 3. And then we've had Theo going on 5 years now. And so Theo is probably around 5.5, closer to 6 years old. We think Axel's probably around 8 or 9 years old, something like that. That's our guesstimate. That's our best guess. Based on him, he's starting to get cataracts, and he's got a little gray under his chin up here. A little gray right there under his chin. And his overall demeanor is really relaxed. And so, but they got a home with me as long as they want to. And they sleep in the bed with me. And they keep me warm. And they make me feel loved. And that's all you could really ask out of an animal, right? Anyway, that's all I got for you for now, is a small little haul and talk. That's my only whip I got going right now. And it'll be done before the end of the night probably. Or in the wee hours of the morning, whichever happens first. But it's so good to feel better. And I had a good time last night over there and had some good food and some good company. And it was nice to visit with people. And I hadn't been doing any of that. And so I hope all y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Because that's, the good Lord wants us to do that. He wants us to be thankful for everything he gives us. And I certainly am. I try not to take anything for granted because you never know when it could be ripped away from you. So try not to take things for granted because you never know. Tomorrow could all be over with. So thank God for your loved ones. Thank God for your food. Thank God for your clean clothes. The bed you get to sleep in. All those things. Because you never know. Anyway. Thank you for sticking with me this long if you're still at the end of this video. Oh, I did have a question for y'all. If you're still watching, would like to know in the comments what you all think I should do with this cowl or this infinity shawl or whatever y'all want to call it. Name it, help me name it for one thing. And what do y'all think I should do with it? Should I make it a gift for one of y'all for Christmas? Or should I put it in my Etsy shop? Or should I put it in the bag for the homeless next month? Not next month, but for January. I'm going back in January with some more hats for the homeless. I'm gonna wait till after Christmas because let's face it, everybody remembers the homeless at Christmas time, but after that, everybody forgets. But the cold don't stop being cold. But I would like, some help deciding what this is. It's all garter stitch. It's all in Red Heart Super Saver Ombre purple or violet. And I just don't know what to call it. And I have no use for it myself. It's just not something I would wear. But I would love to gift it to somebody, or, you know, I guess I could name it and put it on the Etsy shop. I'll put the Etsy link in the box below. I'll link my Etsy shop there, and if any of y'all want any of my hats that I have posted, you can get one there. I don't charge that much for them, and I include free shipping. So, anyway, I love y'all, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and have a good night. Oh, adopt, don't shop. Your best friends at the shelter. Bye.